Hello, and this is Wayne from WTR Browser. I'm just going to give you a quick overview of the Live View 2.8. This has been in the making for a couple of weeks now, and I'll be pleased to tell you that you can now search by location with it. But what I'm going to do is I'm going to go through all the options first and the settings, so you can get a grasp of how to work it better and get the most of it, really. So I will start off with what you have to do first. Very first is you need to set your grid code, and you do that by entering your postcode into this box here. So my postcode is CV1 3EQ, so I'll put a space in there, and you need to click this button here, grid click me. Click it once and it will say set as SP and your coordinates. Now your coordinates are really important because that's going to be linked to your distance calculator, which I will go through now. So at the top menu we've got created databases, and I shall go through that with you because that needs to have a search first. Links, that's a grid reference website. Basically the countries is split into grids, and I shall open it so you can see, and there are all the grids. So what part of the country you live in, which is SP for me as I'm in the Midlands, that's my local grid. As you can see, you can border a grid. I can't pick up TL or any of the others, to be honest, because I'm central, so I'm bang in the middle there. But if I was more that way, I'd be able to listen to TL, or that way SO, or that way SU. Right, okay, let's get back to this. So on there we've got the grid reference finder. Basically that's another website where you put your postcode in, and it will tell you the grid reference. This other one is what's my postcode. You open it, you press the button, and it will tell you your location. This is handy if you're out and about and you don't know the postcode. You've got the WTR Browser group there, and Rick King's group there for the air frequency guide, and you've got your helps here. This is pretty much outdated now, because obviously there's that many changes gone on within the program, although they'll still be relevant, but not up to date. Settings, you've got auto clear search after a search, so any search you perform, it will automatically clear them fields after, saves you having to do it. Save files as a text or CSV. You can select either one, and it'll automatically save which one. When you download or save anything, it will save to that. That's your latitude and longitude, which is set by your postcode. Receive frequency only, that is to remove duplicates. It's very good. Remove the megahertz from a saved database. If you're saving a database, for example your scanner, most of them will actually want that removing, so you can remove that automatically just by pressing that button. And tick to create a different ofcom database daily. Basically all the databases are in here, so sometimes ofcom will remove certain data from their database. If you don't want to have that happen, you create on a daily basis. Every time you update, it will timestamp it, which is here, and you can change that whatever you want. So you just go to settings. If I wanted to change that to the 14th, I click the 14th and it changed to the 14th. Obviously anything in the 14th with a license provided after the 14th wouldn't be in it, so it's always best to have the latest one selected. If you don't choose that, it will choose the standard WTR database, and it will just keep overwriting that when you update. Right, updates. That updates the Ofcom official database on a daily basis. You can do that once a day. View release notes. If there's ever a new version, you can see what's changed before you update it if you want. So you click update here and it will say one's available. Now that's saying there's one available because this version is not currently released on this date I'm actually doing this video. So I'll open the website and it will tell you to install over the top. Right, I've got two windows open, don't need to open. So that's that. Right, YouTube channels, all these here. We've got Air Show World, it's Stuart, Chris Andrews, all about amateur radio. Jimmy Dickens, he worked out how to export a file to Senitel, which is a free piece of software for the Uniden 3600 range and SDS 100, or whatever the other alternative is to the 100. Nokia man Gareth, very intelligent guy. If you want to watch that, if you're into your motor turbo stuff. You've got Ben's channel there, and again another very informative YouTube channel. You've got Rick King's YouTube channel there, which is for the UK air frequency guide. Lewis, Ringway Manchester, another one. Great guy, very helpful, does some amazing videos. If you've got a couple of hours spare, because it will take you that long to look at all the videos. And last but not least, you've got the WTR Browser, where you'll find multitude of help videos on there. You just got to look. There's so many help videos out there, people just don't look. Subscribe to the channels and you'll get updated every time you know there's a new video released. The about is ofcom. That will tell you it's released under an open government license. I've been threatened so many times with I'm reporting you and all that sort of nonsense, but it's released under open government license and you're basically allowed to do what you like to it. If you click it, it will go to the actual license terms if you feel like you need to have a look. WTR Browser, again, it's just to say it's copyrighted by Wayne Richards, although there is some copycats out there, we won't mention them. Right, so there are your settings. So now, as you can see, my grid is set to SP and it's got a space behind it. The reason it has got a space behind it is because it helps filter the Ofcom file. It's in CSV format, which is Excel, which is comma delimited. So basically it's looking for a comma, then it will split into columns like this, as you can see with my mouse what I'm doing, and that's what is contained with all in the Ofcom file. So I'm going to search the frequency now. Now we'll only find this in grid SP at the moment. So if I want to search for 456 700, you notice I haven't put a dot in there. You don't need a dot. If you put a dot in, it doesn't matter. Put it in, it'll remove it. You'll be asked, you click yes, and it will find everything with 456 700 in grid SP. Now if you live on a bordering grid, you can remove that and you can select miles filter and say 15 miles. Now if I repeat that search, you have to have your distance calculator enabled for this. It's now going to scan 256 results and it's added one, so I've only got one within 15 miles of me, so that's handy if I wasn't in the same grid. As you can see, it's in the same grid, it's on SP. So I'm going to repeat that search. I'm going to go a little bit further Go 25 mile, repeat the search. As you see, it's found 3, 4, 6, 7. It found 7 because it's, if you have a look at distance, 23 miles is the furthest away. That one hasn't got an address to it. Now if you want to click an address, make sure that parse address on clicking result is enabled. Click that. And it hasn't found it. I don't know why. It's probably not on the grid reference. It's using an external service for that, but all the addresses have been done, but you will need to update them manually when a new license is released. Right, so if I want to clear that result or the filter, you just click clear filter, or you can press restore default and it will get rid of everything. Okay, so if you want to find all new licenses, say you're up to speed and you only want to find the latest ones. Now I know the last one was the 23rd, but this is set to my grid, which is SP, and I know it's not going to find anything. If I stand corrected, it's found 2. So if I repeat that but remove the grid, that will find the whole of the UK for the 23rd of the 12th 2020. Okay, if I click that again now, as you can see that's the full date. If I just want the year and the month, so if I want just December, you can click any of the dates and it will just put the 12th. So now I'm going to repeat that search and it will find everything in the UK, because the grid's blank, for that date for the business radio sector. So it's quite a lot. It's going to put 303 results in there because I've removed the duplicates, and I'm going to come in 303 there. I'll give you all the locations for them. Now if I repeated that search, I wouldn't need to click both of their names to update the list there, but you can do. See, there's blank ones. So if you want to do that for just the year as well, click that, click yes. So now it's searching the whole of the UK for 2020. It will take a while. It's a lot of frequencies. AC 10,406. I'm going to stop that because it will just take forever. But if you double click your grid, put the grid back, repeat the search, and you'll lower that. 704. Like you see, it's pretty quick. It's now finding all the licenses for 2020 in grid SP. Now if I wanted to find all the DMRs for 2020 in grid SP, I would go to emission search and I would click DMR, and now it's going to find all the DMRs which are registered with Ofcom as being DMR. So as you can see, it's going to put 210 results in there, 2020 grid SP. Again, you can remove the grid, repeat the search, will take a long time. It's just parsing all the data now. Again, a lot of numbers, so I'm going to stop it. It'll take forever. It's handy for searching your own grid. So if you want to bring your grid reference back, just double click it and it will come back. You won't need to type your postcode in every time. This is your databases. That's, you can't actually edit that. You need to go into your settings and pick them manually if you want them to do a daily timestamp on it. Right, a lot of people do not realise what this does, and I'm going to show you what it does now. I'm going to repeat this search and I'm going to put the month. So all these now should have new put in here. As you can see, the date today is the 28th of the 12th, but this is a month behind. Now you can change that. If you want them to show the 2 months, just click that, and anything you search now, say if I put remove that, you can do it this way as well. So if you just do just the year, search again, now anything will show up within a month, 2 months. If you want to sort these ascendingly or descendingly, just click the header there or click it back. So you can see all the new frequencies basically. So as you can see by the date, they're the 12th, 11th. Okay, so that's what that does. It's really easy to use. I'll go on to the edit licenses now. Editing a license will just change the name in here. As you can see, I've done one here like saying testing. Now if I click that, click edit, I can rename that back to whatever I want and press save and it will save. So I'm going to do that now. So I'm going to put just put my name in there and press save. You can add your colour code in there, talk route, whatever you want. So if you ever search for that frequency, it will come back in. If you actually search for that name, it will not show, although you'll only find it by the old license name. So if you do change it, I would advise you to note the license number if you want to search for it quickly. I am going to put an option in so you can see them all. I have already started working on that, and it won't affect what you've already done. It will just show all the ones you've done already. So that will be an option coming in. Right, another great feature what I've added into this is search by location. Now, as you see, when I've clicked on a result, I'd advise you to do it on any blank one you find. I would advise you to update it, because what you can do now is you can press this button and you can enter your postcode or partial postcode, or you can put your search, your location search. There's a wiki postcode here as well, which will open in your browser. That's really good. It's good for all the information on the postcodes and what they start with, and it's really good. Proper case is it will capitalise the first word or letter of every word. So where do I say there? So if I put Coventry in there and press search, it will automatically capitalise it, because everything in there is automatically capitalised by the program. If you don't want to have it in, if I do that search again and just put it lowercase, it will not find it. It will not find anything. So if I repeat a search, it will find it. If you wonder why I've put that feature in to turn it on and off, is that some of them will contain letters and characters. Like, see here, E.on. So if I try to search for, if you want to remove any of these, by the way, just double click them. So if I put e.on with proper case enabled and press search, it's not going to find it. If I turn it off and put it to caps, sorry, there we go, it'll find it. Right, so if you want to find out who owns that license, you just click the result. You'll notice a button here which is blank at the moment. Click the result. It will search your current database and will tell you who owns that license. So if I want to swap, if I want to find out who that is, I just click view, click yes, don't close that, let it close itself. I'll tell you why, and there is the result. And then you can just press Google Map, Street Map or Grid Reference Map. I prefer Google Street Map because it gives you so much more information. If you drop the pin, I'll wait for it to load. As you can see, it's already, you can either click that or you can click the drag and drop the pin. So if I click that there, I'll be able to have a little wander around and see who could possibly own that license. If I want to go back, just click the search location again and it's saved everything. If you click this window, this X here, it will delete it. So if I click it again now, it'll be gone. So you'd have to repeat the search. So just let the program do the work. So if I want to search Coventry now, I'm going to show you a little trick. So automatically capitalised the first, corrected it, so it's found everything with Coventry in 124 results. Now it might have different places, like Leicester, because it's named Coventry Road. Now if I want to search for Coventry, I know the first two letters of the postcode or CV. So now if I press search again, it will tell me or show everything in Coventry with all the other postcodes. Doesn't matter what the end of the postcode is. If you want to drag that over, if you can't see them, just drag it over. So it's found 109 results of Coventry. Obviously you can do that for everywhere. You can, obviously Nuneaton's under Coventry postcode, so you can do Nuneaton, Bedworth, and it's that easy. If you want to search for a shopping centre, say you want to listen to a shopping centre frequency, open your Google. Just going to give this as an example. As you can see, I've already got one there. So if I scroll down, there's the postcode. Copy and paste that into there, double click, get rid, paste. If I search, I know it's not going to find anything. Get rid of the last letter, search, it's found one, but I know if you click and remove the other one, it will find more. So it's finding everything now with the postcode S9 space 1. You must put the space in. As you can see, some more Meadow Halls there. Just click the license name. See, that's River Island. You would be only listening to River Island there. And that's what you want to be looking at, is the name. So click the result. Then do a search. And it will tell you all the frequencies that you need. You just highlight whichever one you want and have a look. There is some licenses in here which are used by fixed links, which are antennas for mobile devices, and the marine sector as well, which is, I click that off, which are these. You can change the sector. Static is where the 446 frequencies are, fire and all that sort of stuff, all in there. CSR, all these CSR are the marines, and the fixed links are mobiles, antennas, you know, for mobile phones. But the main one you want is the business radio. This is what the most people want. So that's it. So can't really say any more on it. It's so simple to use. Just enjoy it, and if you've got any questions, just PM me or put a message in the comments and I'll try and help you. If you want to export these, just click select all, output location, save it to whatever you want. Just put Meadow Hall, press save checked, and it will say where it's saved to, so you'll always remember where it's saved to. Plot checked is again something, if you want to see them all on a map, press select all, or select which ones you want, or tick I should say, press the plot map. Okay, so right click in this box, press paste, and you want to be clicking grid reference on there, so column 1, column 2. Grid reference is in column 1, field separator is comma, press convert, 10 records converted without errors. This is the label, don't put it on auto, put it on number 2, and show points on OpenStreetMap. Obviously they're all crammed into one there because it's the same place, but OpenStreetMaps is brilliant. I love OpenStreetMaps. So you can plot them all, so if you add, I'll do that again actually so you can see it in a better light. So I'll bring back my grid code and I'm going to do the same. Here I'm going to put 4, 5, 6, 7, 50, click yes. Okay, so click select all, I want to see where all those are. Plot, right click, paste, grid reference, grid reference column is 1, leave that. The only one you really need to change is the one where it says the names. Don't put it on auto, put it on number 2. Show points, as you can see, puts the name all on the map, not you just you can click in then. If you click on it, it gives you a bit more information, so you can sort of see how far away they are from each other. I don't think there's anything else to show you on it, but if you have got any questions, just drop me a message or stick a comment and I'll answer it as soon as I can. Cheers.